Hey, what's up everybody? Mikey Woods here. I'm the man behind the camera with Freshest Art. Today's painting, I kind of went back and repainted one that I painted a little while ago. I called it Trippy Art. I had 16 subscribers on my YouTube channel and I made a short of painting similar to this one, and people seem to just love it. It got almost 2,000 views, and that's out of only 16 subscribers. So I decided I would go back and make a tutorial about it and let you watch the whole process and learn how to paint it if you want to. So hit that subscribe button, throw them alarm bells on, and enjoy the video. So obviously, to start out with, just like any and all spray paint art paintings, you're gonna throw down some color on the background, so when we get to scratching around down here, then the color's gonna show up. This is where my eyeball is gonna be, so I like to put some red there, so when I put some scratch marks through it, you know, it actually just kind of looks like veins in the eye. That's what I'm doing here. There's a quick explanation of what's going on right there, and we're gonna get started. So find around the center of it where you want your eyeball to be, and of course we're just going to put a pupil. And I think that's going to be a good looking pupil right there. A little bit of shine on it, it's going to be cool. So now I'm going to put my pupil cap right there. You know, probably on another tutorial soon, I'll do a big eyeball with some pyramids under it, but right now I'm going to do the Trippy Eye. Go check my short speed and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll like it, it's going to be cool. So to start off on the iris, we're just going to, I just like to start building lines out. So then you just kind of build it out with some colors that make a pretty looking eyeball. Kind of focus on making it look. And then I'll pull the pupil cap off there. We'll call that the pupil cap. Maybe throw a little bit of clear coat around on that to make sure my paint's wet. And then I just kind of take a piece of magazine paper and just fold it up. Try to leave a lot of edges so you get a lot of different lines. And then go through and try to just get as close to the pupil with it as you can. Just press down and move your way around it. See how that starts to look like an eyeball? It's pretty cool, man. My little my magazine paper here isn't really cooperating with me too well. I just kind of got some goop in my pupil, and goop in the pupil ain't cool. So then I just kind of go back around the outside and make sure I got lines all through the eyeball. And then burn it. Now you see what that did? It made it look cool. It pulled some color out and pulled some paint apart and just gave it a real good look. So what I'm gonna do right here, where I got a little goop on my pupil, is I'm gonna just take a little bit of black paint and a piece of scrap poster board, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fix that. Cause I can't stand that. It's gotta be pretty close to perfect. It's an eyeball, and many mistakes on our eyeballs. Pupils gotta be round. Or as round as it gets. This is just spray paint art. So now I got that part done. This is the tricky part. Now I gotta try to put that as close to center over my pupil as I can. Otherwise my eyeball is gonna be looking like it's looking one way or another. So let's try to judge distance here. Get it as close as we can. That ought to be close enough. Set that down, and then we're going to go around and make the ball of the eye. Try to burn it so we don't get that nasty looking ring around it. Plus, when you burn it like that, it puts that little bit of character on there. Maybe that's a little bit of film from the water on our eye. Maybe it is whatever it is, but it's gonna take a minute for this to dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just hold off. Well, now that we got our white out here, we get to see what happened. Let's see what happened. It's kind of a little bit goofy. Looks like he's looking up, but I think it's gonna turn out all right. So let's go with it. Now we have to try to center this part within this part the best we can. Just kind of try to judge it. Well, that's what it's going to be. So let's see what happens. Now we're going to go fill our background like we do with any other spray paint picture. Ain't gonna really need any aor on this because it's an eyeball, and we're gonna turn it into a tree, or maybe it's an anatomical representation. That's some silly stuff. Now let's oh man, I about got way ahead of myself. Put a few stars, and I'll try to just kind of spiral the stars around a little bit, just to give it a bit of a cool effect. And I almost forgot my seaside. Some more stars. And some more stars. How's everybody doing today? I've been working on the car all day, putting new wheel bearings on the back, and I just put all new suspension on the front end here not too long ago, and I'm just trying to get that car to drive a little better and keep up on the maintenance on it. So now let's see what we got here with this eyeball. Well, it's a little trippy. It's definitely looking off that way, but it's cool enough. So now remember what I said. I'm gonna draw a little brainstem here, or a trunk of an eyeball tree. We're just gonna get started on it like this. That's why I put that red on the inside there, because it looks cool. Makes it look like red eyes. For you potheads out there. Ha! Nah, just kidding. Maybe I ain't kidding. Potheads know about them red eyes though, don't they? You reaper heads. I don't know if I'm supposed to try to be funny here, or if I'm just trying to be pretty serious. I think I'm supposed to be a little bit of both. Got to be serious, but I kind of need to be funny enough to make y'all want to watch my videos. I'm really kind of appreciating the love I have been getting off of YouTube. I mean, I went quite a while with this YouTube channel, and then I just kind of walked away from it for a while because it was seeming like it was going to be impossible to get anywhere with it. But now it's been kind of working, and either way, I've just kind of been liking what I've been doing with it. So here we go with that. Now what I'm gonna do here, scrape off my palette knife. And this time I'm gonna throw a little bit of fog around back here. You know, I've been waiting to order some more fluorescent paint because I gotta get some 94. They're the only ones that have the blue or the purple fluorescent paint. And I like the Rust-Oleum fluorescent paint that I get from Walmart, but they only got pink, green, and yellow. And that, I like that blue fluorescent paint. That can, gotta get rid of that can. Let's get some of that. There we go. Actually got a little bit of paint in this one. Can't paint with an empty can, just so you know. Try all you want, but you ain't gonna paint with an empty can of paint. Let's go. See what I'm saying? I love this color. This one's nice. It works good for the clouds. Until you get some gunk on the cap. Got some gunk on the cap, you ain't getting nowhere with it. Trying to ruin my painting. Ain't gonna get me. Ain't gonna get me. Man, what is going on with these caps? Here we go. Whoop. Ain't gonna get me. Then we're gonna go back and that looks pretty cool. So now pretty simple painting turning into a chore on me here. Now I'm just gonna go here and pretend like that's my center, but something else is gonna go right here. So I'm gonna go over to here and start with my grid right there. Just slide that palette knife. Sometimes I like to turn my palette knife a little bit as I'm moving out, and it'll get kind of that fin effect on it. But it's can mess the painting up pretty quick doing that too. So it's up to you if you wanna try doing that or not. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're willing to mess a painting or two up to try to get the hang of it. So now I'm gonna get my palette knife back out, and I'm gonna scrape the paint off of it. And I like to just do a little curvy one, and I make a little character to it as I'm going around on it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that looks pretty cool. Sometimes I wonder, let's sign my name here. MW, with the arrow pointing up, 2 circles. That's what I've been doing. Pretty cool, pretty cool. How we doing? Are we dry up here? We're dry up here. I'm gonna put a nice big moon. Just looking over this trippy eyeball. Me, I always end up putting a whole bunch of extra poster board around this, and it's not really always necessary, but I've messed up a painting or two just with overspray going off of it, making it look really funky. So ever since that happened, I've always kind of made sure that I put enough coverage around it that it never happened again. We'll make a nice bright moon here. We will put a little bit of orange on it. Go back with some more yellow. There we go. I think I'm gonna like it. Let's check this out. Well, I like it. What do you think? You like it? I hope you like it. Okay, so now what do we got to do here? We're gonna close this off with You know what? I think I might put a little staircase up to this trippy eyeball here. I'm gonna get some of these, some parts of this eyeball dragging clear down to here. Might help to kind of 3D it a little bit too, won't it? I think it kind of 3D'd it a little bit more. I like that. You like that? I like that. Cool, man. Cool. Now we got to calm this down a little bit because that clear coat's not drying as fast as I want, or that paint's not drying very fast. Let's help it dry out a little bit. Scrape my palette knife off because it's building up paint on me. While I'm waiting for that to dry a little bit more, I'm gonna throw some stars around here. We gotta have some stars and some shooting stars and all that good stuff. That's what makes spray paint art so awesome. These are one of the coolest parts of the spray paint painting is the stars. Huh? Wow. I watch these videos, or when you go out and paint live somewhere and people just stand around and watch, and they're kind of like that. They get wowed pretty easy sometimes, and other times they're just like, you just cannot impress them, man. So we like the ones that get wowed pretty easy because it makes us feel good about ourselves, doesn't it? Let's throw some shooting stars around here. Oh, I got a weird thing going on with my poster board there. Serrated edge is putting some character on them. Oh, you ever watch the old Bob Ross videos, you know? There's never a mistake, just a happy little tree. Neither when I'm doing my spray paint art, it's never really a mistake. It's just an opportunity to make it cooler, or it's a little bit of character. I just got a little bit of character on this one with these shooting stars and them serrated edges. It's just, all that really is a rock burning up in the atmosphere anyway, or traveling around full of ice crystals rotating the sun if they're comets. So, I mean, really, there's some serrated edges and stuff on the tail of it. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Boom! We'll stop right there for that right now. Now, we're going to make a path from this eyeball here. Let's try to do this. I think paint's about right. We're going to curve this one out this way. And then I'm going to curve it back down this way. Uh-oh. Got a little too dry right there. And you just kind of got to learn how to do this palette knife work, man. You got to practice, and try your best. Now we'll curve it back this way. There we go. Nice. Now I got to go back and I'll put some rocks around my path to make it make sense. Cover this whole thing in rocks. And another thing I didn't do with the last one is it didn't have any tulips down here on the rocks. I just kind of made them with the paper stroke, and it looks cool though. We're just gonna hope that this one turns out to look as cool or cooler. That's the goal. So now we're gonna try to make some larger ones here. A little more clear coat on there. So, how's my trail look? Does it make sense? I think it makes sense. Now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put some tulips on this one. So I got a few extra nozzles the other day. I made it to a Hobby Lobby, and they got this this kind of nozzle I never used before. I just wanted to check it out like this first. And that nozzle puts some paint out there, dude. That sprays some nozzle. It's a chisel style nozzle, and that thing will put the paint out. More than a fat cap, for sure. Well, not a super fat cap, I guess. Got my sea sponge. Probably should have got some more of that while I was at Hobby Lobby the other day, but I gotta go out of town again tomorrow, and should be able to go to Hobby Lobby again if I need to. Let's put some tulips on here. This part takes a little bit of time. If you're doing a performance or whatever, I would not recommend doing this style of green grass or tulips or whatever, man. It's not the one. But if you're at the house painting and enjoying it, it definitely puts a look out there that is really, really cool. So now we're going to go back with our lighter, brighter green here, and make some more green grass. And this really kind of adds depth and some definition in the rocks right here. You got to have this grass. I mean, you don't have to. It'll look cool without it, but man, once you start putting this grass on here like this, it's a thing for me. Definitely a thing for me. Oh, I think it's cool as a fan. So let me know where y'all are watching from. Let me know what you want to see. My YouTube channel finally hit enough subscribers, and I'm in the process of getting it verified right now. I plan on doing some live paintings, and I'd really like to see some support, and I'd really like to have you people give me some ideas, man. Tell me what you like, tell me what you want to see, tell me what I'm going to paint. Tell me if I'm acting a fool, tell me if I need to talk less, tell me if I need to talk more. Just don't be afraid to hurt my feelings. You ain't going to hurt my feelings. I want to hear what you have to say, but if you're going to be rude, you ain't going to hurt my feelings. I'll probably laugh at you. So, my tulips this time, I am going to make, I just got this can of eggplant the other day, and I like this color a lot. And I got this other can, the Iron Lac, and it's called Punk, and it's a decent color. So, I'm gonna make some purple flowers today. I usually don't do purple. Sometimes I'll do purple and teal, but I usually end up making red and yellow tulips. But today we're gonna make purple tulips. And I think it's going to be Purdy. I'm a 49ers fan, and Brock Purdy out there. Dude, man, you should have had that Super Bowl. I know you should have had that Super Bowl. But you'll get one before you're done. You're a good quarterback, and from what I see about you seem like a pretty good dude, too. So we're glad you're the 49ers quarterback. Like the 49ers since I was a kid. Don't know why, but I got this old Joe Montana autograph picture and stuff like that, and just I've stuck with them through some pretty bad years. Well, can't really see that too well, but it's gonna start to pop here in a second. I'm gonna put some of this punk and a little bit of this other pink and maybe a tiny bit of yellow just to try to brighten it up and hopefully get that color that I'm looking for here. Ooh, that's not it. That's kind of goofy. It's got too much of that purple still in it. Let's do this. Let's get a new piece of sponge here. And I just use a very tiny piece of sponge to do this, because you don't need much. Well, let's get that. That's gonna make a good tulip right there. So then we try to go back over kind of where the purple was and just let it grow, let it grow. I have a daughter, so we went through our Frozen phase. We had to watch Frozen a lot, and it was cool. It's a good show. Wow, my tulips are really blending in with my rocks pretty well, but man, it's turning out cool anyway, right? I hope so. I hope it's turning out cool. We are going to throw some straight yellow on there just to try to pop it out a little bit. That way we can see the tulips. I guess that's one thing about adding all the colors first. I knew that was going to be the colors on my rocks. But I usually make red tulips and they would have popped out. That's probably why I always make red tulips. I'm going to have to remember that. I learned something about my own painting style today. Most of spray paint art, some of it, when you're watching it, you'll think, oh, I don't really need to do that, man. But there's usually a purpose for every little unintentional looking or every part of it. It's got a purpose. Can't think of what I'm trying to say here. Well, you know what? I'd like to kind of do something about that, because that sucks. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah. Let's put some fire on it. And call it a painting. Well, that's it for the Trippy Art tutorial, everybody. I hope it was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you're going to hit that subscribe button. I know you're going to turn them alarm bells on, and we're going to make a whole bunch more of these. By the time you watch all my tutorials, you're going to paint as good as me, probably even better. Stay fresh.